The HANMAS, one of the most powerful and muscular families in anime history. This bloodline proves that they have what it takes to stand on the top of the food chain and push themselves beyond peak human levels. Now what happens if we put those perfect physiques in lantern uniforms? Let us find out. What's happening, everybody? I'm Batwolf and welcome to another episode of Art Time. Today we'll be taking a look at the main three members of the Hanma family, Baki, his brother Jack, and their big bad father, Yuji Hanma. And we will see which of the DC Comics Lantern Corps that they would belong to. If you only read manga, a quick reminder that Lantern Corps are intergalactic warriors who travel the galaxy enforcing the will of their emotional Lantern Corps. Each of these Lantern Corps are all part of a spectrum that contribute to the balance of the DC universe. These Lantern Corps are will, fear, hope, rage, love, compassion, avarice, shame, and the ones that combine them all, life and death. Now with geek facts out of the way, let us begin. Through the years of doing these lantern drawings, we've explored plenty of powerful and highly skilled characters, but none have pushed the extent of the human body and spirit like Bakihanma. From the day he was born, he trained to one day defeat his father Yujiro in combat. After Yujiro killed a person Baki loved, he dedicated his life to vengeance. That why pushed Baki to not only tangle with some of the most dangerous and legendary fighters in this world, but rise above them. Baki's pure level of focus and perseverance allowed him to obtain both a perfect physique and revolutionary skills in combat, like when he used his focus and imagination to conjure his own combatants, so real that they're capable of doing real damage if he's not careful. Now imagine what he could do with a Green Lantern ring. Baki is a Green Lantern for his intense focus, fearlessness, and endless willpower. As was said, he originally wanted to be his father for revenge. Baki let go of his anger, and instead of purely being focused on beating his father, his main goal became focused on his own journey as a warrior. In a world full of physical marvels, Bakihanma not only proves worthy of his name, but is capable to build a legacy of his own. A legacy built upon his insatiable, impressive willpower. Planning Baki's design was actually really challenging, as Baki is a character who doesn't wear armor or even gi for that matter. So to show off his incredible and near perfect figure with a Green Lantern vest and of course the shorts, I had to include the shorts. I especially loved how the vest came out, as it looked very similar to Guy Gardner's new look in the Superman movie, and brought together this crossover very well. With his new weapon and familiar power, here is Baki, the Green Lantern. Every family has a member known as the Black Sheep, someone who doesn't seem to be quite the right fit with the other members of their family. Unfortunately for Jack Hanma, the weight of the Black Sheep mantle weighed heavy on him. Like the other members of the Hanma family, Jack wished to push himself and unleash his true potential. He yearned for his father's respect and was willing to do whatever it takes to be worthy of being called Yujiro's son. So instead of training and using his warrior spirit like his brother, Jack used every combination of steroids and chemical enhancements to quicken his progress. This caused Yujiro to completely lose respect for Jack, practically disowning him. With Jack's hopes shattered, he trained and purely focused his efforts on improving only his strength to spite his father and brother. He dedicated his entire existence to his jealousy and rage, which is why Jack Hanma is a great pick for the Red Lantern Corps of Rage. He does show impressive willpower and hope to one day be recognized by his father, but without his rage, Jack Hanma simply wouldn't be the hammer he became, the hammer molded by his spiteful, demonic rage. When the Red Lantern joins the Corps, their leader Atrocitus welcomes them as if they are a part of a new family. I thought, how cool would it be if Jack finally felt like he was at home and welcomed this new family into his heart, sporting the classic uniform with some adjustments for his figure, and of course with the iconic shorts, some finned gauntlets, and some feet warmers. Then giving him a scary, powerful aura right behind him. It was starting to look like it was going to be the better half of the Hanma designs. And with some final touches, here is Jack the Red Lantern. It is a belief of mine that it's the duty of every father to ensure that their children surpass them in almost every way, a philosophy that Yuji Hanma would completely disagree with. Not surprising, as from the day he was born, Yujiro was abused and neglected from his mother, and had the Hanma clan expectations of becoming the strongest. Yujiro grew into an incredible mercenary and assassin by killing with his bare hands, spreading fear across the world and earning many titles like the strongest thing on earth or the mighty one, but most of all, the ogre. Even after earning such titles, nothing satisfied his warrior spirit. He yearned for a challenge, a true fight. He realized it was only through his blood, the Hanma blood, that he could have that challenge. So he sired 2 sons in the attempt of crafting a worthy opponent. In order to inspire the same warrior spirit, he killed his son's mother right in front of him, which, as we know, sent him on his own path. Yujiro Hanma is capable of holding quite a few lantern rings. He shows no sign of giving up, clearly has a scary level of rage, and has committed horrible acts to achieve his goals. However, no matter how big, skilled, or armed you are, everyone fears the might of Yujiro Hanma. Yujiro is in the Yellow Lantern Corps of Fear, for striking terror into the hearts of all of Earth's governments, making the mightiest of beasts run from his bloodlust, and his genuine enjoyment of being the one they all fear. For Yujiro, I wanted this drawing to inspire true fear. And for most fans, the moment that he inspires that fear is when he goes into his epic standing pose. Fortunately, most Sinestro Corps members wear the same uniforms, so that made this process go a lot faster. After I finished the lighting, I knew that this was definitely going to be my favorite design. And with Yujiro's aura and the power of the Lantern Corps added, our first ever Fear Lantern member was brought to life as Yujiro, the Yellow Lantern. So this is if the Hanmas were in Lantern Corps. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed these designs. While I like how they all came out, I think Yujiro is definitely my favorite, and might be my best art timepiece of this year. Let me know which one of these designs was your favorite, and whether you want a part 2 so I could add it in the near future. If you haven't, make sure you're subscribed, and this is Batwolf, howling out.